Hitching on a twilight train. Ain't nothing here that I care to take us along. Maybe a song. Sing what I want.
You've been doing this show for a while now. I'm trying to think about how many performances have you done, or?
Hundreds. You know, I took over as the lead in October of 23 and did it till we closed in June 30th. And then I was the alternate prior to that, doing a few shows a week. And yeah, so I was in it. I started when we went to Boston for the pre-Broadway run, and now taking it on the road.
So I guess you like the show.
I love the show.
I love the show too.
I love it. Absolutely love it. My wife just came today to the rehearsal and she went nuts for it.
You, like me, got to see it as an audience member. What do you love about it? I mean, you probably saw it as an audience member first too, so you've seen it from both sides.
Yeah, I didn't know what to expect.
Yeah.
And of course you think jukebox musical, right? It's so much more than that. And the whole conceit of older Neil going through therapy and having a bookend and be the thread throughout with young Neil coming out and reliving his sessions gives it a strength and a weight and an arc that you really don't find a lot with jukebox musicals. So it delivers, I think, on the concert side of things in terms of getting the full power of Neil Diamond, but it's also an origin story, and it's also this incredible therapy session discovery of self that happens throughout that is huge and dramatic. So yeah, I think it's much more than people think it's going to be.
You're both playing Neil Diamond, as you said,
Right.
different eras, and you interact in a really special way. Talk about what is it like performing that dynamics. I really think it is really key to the power of the show, like you said.
For me, just now getting to, work with Bob after doing it with Mark for so long, it's already taking on a different thing for me, and it's made it really special because you do get into a rhythm and you get so used to it, but now we're already finding some new stuff, and it's been cool. Bob's like, so if I'm staring at you, it's because I'm trying to figure out how you walk and move. So we've just both been like really.
I want to meld a little bit, so that there's a credibility factor there, and we get some, synchronicity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Play it now, play it now, play it now, my baby. Cracking rules and make me smile. Well, girl, if it lasts for an hour, that's alright.
This is what's so special about this show, I think, is the structure of it. And I think that's why it has so much power.
Yeah.
Because you play Neil Diamond's therapist.
Yes.
Which is such a just interesting thing to even say. And it literally is like you're sitting down with older Neil Diamond. The story sort of unfolds from that. It's so fascinating. What's it like digging into that story?
When I actually read the script for my audition, when I read that, I was just so taken by that because it reminded me of myself in so many ways, of just talking to other people, therapy, and just looking back to move forward. Yeah.
Just happens to be a music icon.
Absolutely.
But it's a very human dynamic to the show.
Relatable in so many ways for everybody.
And Hannah, you come in a whole different way, and you have a lot of choreography.
All the choreo.
Great choreography.
Yeah.
You're Marcia.
Marcia Murphey.
Yes, and
Yes.
she's a real woman.
Yeah, she's Neil Diamond's second wife, ex-wife, and they were married for 25 years.
Yeah.
It's been really wonderful. I feel like she played such a pivotal part in his life, in his career, and I've been really loving it because I see a lot of myself in her. She's witty, she's smart, she's strong-minded, she's sharp. She says it like it is, and she helped him a lot. I mean, he was going through it when she met him, and she saw in him this gift.
Yeah.
And she didn't let him back down. She said, I know you got something in there. And even in the script, she says, and he's gonna have backup singers next time. And he's going to have more than just a guitar. Like, she really made him believe in himself. When I read the script, I was like, wait, I can really relate to Marcia, and it's a triple threat role, and I never thought I'd be able to do this. Honestly, it's been on my vision board for so long, to do dancing, singing, and acting all in one. And so to do this now, I am just so elated, so thrilled.
How would you describe this music catalog and why people love this music, and what about it is so special to people?
The lyrics.
I was just about to say that.
They're so beautiful. They're so relatable. I personally, I don't know when Neil Diamond came into my life, Lisa, but I'm glad it did. I'm so glad it did, and I feel so honored to just be a part of telling his story.
I remember, you know, my first experience hearing Neil Diamond's music was actually at a bar and bat mitzvah, and I had it played at my bat mitzvah, but like seeing all, you know, the adults come together on the dance floor, and oh my, they were like, ba, ba, ba.
Yes.
Everyone was so excited, and I think it's just so feel good, so catchy,
Yes.
so moving.
The
lyrics-
beats.
Yeah, the
the
beats.
catchiness, the beats, the
Yeah.
groove. You can groove to it, you can sway to it. It's, yeah, yeah.
I'm moving and grooving when I'm not
Yes.
on stage. Like when I'm in that run through, especially for Cherry Cherry, I'm on the side like I'm just like moving.
It's true,
and
it's true.
It's just yeah, it's awesome.
Oh, sweet Caroline. Good times never seem so good.
You both are known for music, but you're now digging into the music of Neil Diamond. What is it like living in this music?
I'm really excited to share it with people now all over the country. You know, I think, you know, he has a lot of fans. I mean, it's pretty crazy. I got to see it firsthand, and it's pretty insane. I'm looking forward to you getting to witness it.
Yeah.
The audiences
Yeah.
are entertaining. They're definitely like another character at times in the show.
Yeah, I fell in love with Neil Diamond when I was a
Yeah,
kid.
I was gonna say you experienced it as it was coming out.
I'm of a certain age.
Sure.
That Neil Diamond was hitting his peak right when I was about like 15,
Yeah.
16, and so I fell in love with it. And I never understood how sometimes he was underappreciated when in his own time, but everybody loved him, and his concerts sold out, and his albums sold out. So I think his music is kind of timeless, and that in 200, 300 years, that the people who poo-pooed him at the time, nobody's going to know their name, and Neil Diamond's still going to be done. And I think the show is still going to be. It's got, I think, that kind of power.
I know this show is gonna tour well because I would do Neil Diamond covers, and I would, you know, there'd be thousands and thousands of people all over the country and world, Australia, you know, England, everywhere, just saying, oh, I want it to, is it gonna come here? Is it gonna come here? When's it coming here? And I just knew, I was like, these people, you know, a lot of people just can't get into the city. So I was excited to just share, you know, his story and, like you said, these timeless songs with the country. I think it's, you know, this is what Neil did. He traveled and he toured constantly and he loved it. So that's, you know, it kind of makes sense for us to take this on the road and sing Sweet Caroline a billion times to everybody.
Sweet Caroline.